Hey guys, this is IntroducingEmy and we're back with another Redline Tuesday. This one is by, sorry, I'm kind of out of it. I kind of forgot I had to do one today and then now here I am. So anyway, this one is by Brandy Nederlander, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, and their art can be found on unkspa.deviantart.com. I did one of their drawings in episode 19, I believe. So let's get started. I've also done a drawing of this character, like a commission, so I knew I had seen this character before. Okay, let's just find the shoulders. Stomach, which more like that. I'm getting some weird lag. What is going on? I don't know. So this should be a pretty easy one. I'm assuming that this is the pants, so. But if I'm wrong, come get me. Okay, so for an action pose like this, the foot is kind of like, it should be, so how do I say this? It should be facing, like, out. To the back, like, with not a badly drawn shoe like that. I will fix that. Hold on. I think that's a little better. Whereas this foot is more like coming towards us. Like it's like rotated at the knee, this one. So yeah, just be careful of that. Because we want it going off in perspective. And it's natural though to like want to quote unquote fix it, you know, to like have the leg you know, perpendicular or parallel. I always get those two confused, I'm not sure. You know, right in the line of eyesight, you know, like to be able to see the whole leg, the whole side of the leg, so. So real quick here, I'm gonna make this layer a little lighter. I'm sorry I'm always like adjusting. It's just, it makes it a little easier for me to see. Okay. I'm also gonna flip it too. So this angle is kind of tricky to draw, and I might, you know, I'm pretty much guaranteeing that I'm not going to get it on the first go, but I will give it a shot. So yeah, it's still a little broken, I think, in the way that I'm drawing it. That's not bad though, I mean. Where it's gonna get tricky is drawing the heels. a button and now my computer's freaking out. Oh. Yeah, it is really lagging today. I'm not sure what's going on. Computer? You okay, honey? You want to come back to me? I might have to stop the recording and go see what's going on. Come on. Come on. Wow, look at that. It's lagged so bad. Okay. I'm going to stop the recording and see what's going on, and then we'll be right back. Sorry about that. Well, I'm not really sure what that was all about. Oops. I was going to say, is it still lagging? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what that was all about, so we will make do. If it keeps lagging, I'll try my bestest. Oh, computer, you wanna record? Okay, there it goes. I'm really scared. I'm worried my computer's gonna blow up trying to do this. Wow. Okay, we're back. I attempted to fix the lag, but I'm not sure if I actually did. I also, I don't know if you'll see it or not, but I just drew the collarbone and the tops of the shoulders. That little part of the video lagged really badly, so I don't know if it actually survived the recording process or not. I also have a really bad cat getting in the way. Mav. Okay. So, I think the next thing that we should do on this drawing is draw the bow, or at least Mama? No. Sorry, my cat is being bad. What I'm actually going to do is, I think the bow is drawn alright, but I'm going to highlight it in a different color. I'm not sure which color though. Maybe green? I'm sorry if you can hear this. My cat is like the worst cat. I can barely even see this, but that's okay. I'm just gonna go over the bow, go over the arrow, but what I was saying is the bow is, you know, to my liking. I think it's fine. Though maybe once I highlight it, I'll see something that needs fixing, but I think overall it looks okay. I just want to make sure that I get the string. Now, the reason I'm doing this is it's a little easier on a drawing that's full colored like this to make corrections. If I go ahead and highlight it, you know, on my own on a new layer, and all I did was select all the black. Oh, this cat, I tell you what, she is sitting on my arm right now, on my drawing arm. Okay, so let me just clean up some edges here. Mama, you are so about to get, wow, she's laying down on my Wacom tablet. She is about to get kicked out of my office. Also, I apologize. She loves my microphone, so if you hear any like little purring or chomping sounds, it's her eating my microphone. Cats are great. She's been really clingy all morning. I don't know what's going on with her. She's being a big baby. Okay, dokie. I kind of breathed weird there. So yeah, I think it looks good, though I think the arrow is kind of sitting on a weird angle. Like, I think it would be better if you, so like the center is here, And then so I think it would be better if somehow, now I'm not a bow expert, I don't draw a lot of bows, I haven't fired a bow since high school, so, hold on, I gotta put this cat on the floor. Mama, you're pissing me off, go away. Jeez, trying to draw a picture. Okay. Oh, is she coming back? She better not be. There will be some slapping going on. Cat slapping. So for now, I'm going to erase this arrow. Now you could argue, I guess, that she's not really like firing at this moment. It's, oops, that was like my little center line. That she's actually just kind of like laying the arrow on to the bow. Like, but I'm pretty sure she is firing. So, the reason I'm doing this is because of this arm. We're going to need to go over that arm big time. I think I'm also going to change the color of the bow now because it's kind of hard to see. We'll do a pink. Okay, so there's pink. I'm going to label this layer bow, and I'm going to draw this arm. So let's see here. We're going to, wow, I'm so bad at bow anatomy that I'm like not totally sure. So I'm not sure if this is like an opening down here or what, but I will give it a go. Oops, sorry. Yeah, this is kind of awkward. I would recommend moving the bow lower and then perhaps turning it more. Because then I think this arm will feel like more natural, like in its the way that it's turned. I'm actually going to normal. Okay. Whew, sorry, that arm is so rough. My cat is still being a little dink. Oops. I'm gonna actually make this hand just a little smaller. I think it's okay for the perspective it's in. I feel like it could do with being a little daintier. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to like finish the bow, like where I've erased away at it. So, with the arm, the way I like to think of the arms as working is that, so you have a block, kind of like this, and there's a slot in it, okay? So this would be like your forearmy area. And then in the forearmy, or no, that's your upper arm, sorry, my bad. And then from there, you have like a connecting piece that is your this is your forearm. Sorry, I keep stopping to think about what I'm saying and draw at the same time, so I apologize. So, and these two pieces fit together kind of like this, where there's like a notch in this one as well, and then they like lock together like that. So let me fade this a little bit. Oop. Oh no! Oh wow, it recovered. Good girl. I hit a button to like auto close. Whoops. Okay, so anyway. Let me put this up on a different layer. Okay. So that is bow and arm. This is her body. Okay. So right now let's just focus on this and this. Okay, so this is kind of how the two lock together. So I hope that makes some sense. And you can kind of see the locking here. See how that goes into this bit? This is like her arm muscles like wrapped around, so that they lock together kind of like that. Do you kind of get it? You kind of get that? And then from here, it would taper to the hand and then up to the shoulder. Okay, and you want to make sure that this piece is the same length as my shoulder, which is cut off, but like up here down to here. So you want to make sure that this is the same size as this, approximately. I think they're a little off due to like muscle tissue bone variations, but yeah, you get the gist. So let's just save this part here, because this is the only part we care about. It's the only part that's drawn well. Delete the rest. Okay. So, arm joint is what we're going to call that. Okay. And then we are going to put her arm onto her body. I'm actually going to kind of hook the shoulder up a little more the way it is in the original, just a touch. I want to embolden her body a little bit. It's just a little wiry and hard to see. Okay. So then from there, we are going to draw the arrow. And she has a fancy arrow. I'm just going to do like a stand-in arrow so you can get the idea of like what we're going for here. So quick stand-in arrow, point, tail. Bam. That's our stand-in. And then what we're going to do is we're going to try to figure out about, so we said it would be something like this. Now I know it looks like a paper arrow, but this is kind of what we're going for, just to get the general position. And I think this is nice because it makes sure that the arrow is pointed more like out into this negative space here, so that you can really see like the bow, the arm, and the arrow all defined from each other. You may disagree with me, but I'm right. So, so tough titty. Okay. So what do we got here? I'm just gonna put some lightness behind here. Here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, and then I think I'm going to make the bold move. You know what? I'm going to try one more thing here before I lock the upper arm down onto the lower body. I feel like it needs to be a little more like it's pushing, like this arm is pushing down into this joint, this here. Like there needs to be more tension. Like, you totally shouldn't do this in real life. You should never like lock your joints up. It can cause all sorts of problems. In the art world, we do that shit. Okay. I think that's... I think what's throwing me off here is this needs to be just like a touch lower. Heard a weird noise. Oh, I think it's my dog getting up. Yeah. Alright. I'm not gonna fuss with it anymore. If I keep fussing, we're gonna have a problem. Okay, so now we're gonna do the other arm to have it pulling on the arrow and the bowstring and all the stuff and the guy and the thing. Okay, so I actually like this hand. We're just gonna turn it to face forward a little bit, I guess. I guess, you know, whatever. First I'm gonna turn down the arrow. I'm gonna lock the arrow and then continue. Now, like I said, if I'm doing something like totally wrong here, I'm sorry. I'm not an archer. I'm just going from memory. I probably should have looked up some references, but oh well. So first what I'm doing is I'm just kind of blocking out everything because I'm not totally sure on where all this stuff should go. Stuff being body parts. I'm actually going to rotate this. And compress this. See, this is why the Amazons cut off their breasts. See, now that I've moved the bow around so much, I'm having to really change the anatomy to try to fit this. I probably should have started with the bow and arm area first. I have to admit, this is even a little bit difficult of a pose for me to figure out, let alone, I can imagine for you guys watching, you're probably like, what? Okay. I think I've seen what I've done wrong. So I need to drop that shoulder. Isn't this fun? Isn't process fun? Whee! I'm gonna flatten one breast. To make room for that muscle. I think she's got like, yeah, she's got kind of like body armor on or something, so I guess this really won't be that apparent, but just an FYI, smooshed boobs are abound. Let's see, what else? Still isn't like where I want it. It's good that I do these Redline Tuesdays. They kind of help me, like, because I have to sit here and think, okay, like, where does this go normally? I have to admit, I think every artist falls for this, but you get comfortable doing a certain poses, certain muscle and body positions, and you're just like, meh. You know, when it comes to actual gritting your teeth and, like, getting in there. Let's see. So, there's still an awkward hand position. I'm kind of looking at my own hands, like trying to figure out, like, is this really how this would work? But I think it's close. It's just kind of awkward to me because I don't draw hands like this. Like in this pose, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. The problem I'm running into now is that hand, I tell you what. Look how far off from the... Oh. Oh my goodness. I am just having a dickens of a time here, aren't I? This hand is rough, I tell you what. I've been drawing some rough hands lately. This one is kind of taking the cake. Nope. Nope, I don't like this. I'm not doing it. I'm gonna be a jerk and I'm just gonna move it. See, now it's still rough, but this looks better, like perspective wise. By the way, this is how it normally goes when I draw hands. Alright, I'm gonna pause this and go look up an archery reference because I still feel like, wow, I can't do this. So, BRB, and I will get back to this. Okay, so I actually couldn't find a reference of this kind of a pose, so... Oh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I hate to do this, but I would recommend a different pose altogether, like maybe holding the bow up differently. What I'm going to do is... I'm actually going to collapse these together and I'm going to put all this in its own file, or not file, but there we go, cut. Okay, yeah, there. I'm going to do that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to finish off just doing this body. I'm going to do the rest of the body and the head, and then I will try to figure out... I'm frustrated. Can you tell? I'm grumbly. Hold on. I'm getting all flustered for no reason here. I don't like not being able, like, not knowing how to draw something. That's the problem. Okay, so I'm going to take this. Also, if this is an actual pose or something that can be done with a bow, and I didn't know the name of it or something, go ahead and put it in the comments, because I tried like sideways facing bow and pointing bow down and a few different things in Google, and I couldn't find anything. Found a lot of Hunger Games crap. Okay, so there we have it turned. Belly. Ribs. Fucked up hand. Okay, so here's my alternative. But it's not as dramatic, I think, of a hand, I guess. So, you know how the other hand was, would it be facing down or facing up? I guess it would be facing up because the palm was going up. I would recommend maybe the hand facing down and, oh god, this is still like really awkward of a pose. I'm getting all flustered for no reason, I'm sorry. See, I'm trying to figure out a way to still make this look like really badass and hard and like, but the pose is so fluffy. And this isn't the original artist's issue, this is my issue. This is me like not being able to solve a problem here, and I'm getting really irritated with myself. You know what, actually? Instead of even having the bow out, look at this, we're gonna get all fucking fancy here. Or not the bow, the arrow. Instead of even having the arrow on there yet, see, I think the problem is the arm coming in front of the body. I think it's slowing everything down for me. Like, it just doesn't look as sharp. I'm going to keep it there just in case, but what I'm going to actually do here is I'm going to erase all this. And then what I would recommend doing is actually, so now we have to straighten. Okay, so straighten the bowstring. And then have her reaching back behind her, take like to get the bow out of her quiver. Does she have a quiver? Get a quiver. A back quiver, not like an archery competition quiver. Like, I think in archery competitions, the quiver is generally like on the hip. But I think this will keep it having like an energy, I guess. Like I said, you don't have to do this. You never do anything I say, but I feel like in this case, this is a better energy. See, because now it's like whoosh, like that. It's like all straight and wonderful and cool. probably turned a little more. So now you've got the arms and like the upper body going this way, and then below the bow you have more energy going this way. So I think this is a little more viable of an option. Though I feel like I'm kind of chinsing out because I just couldn't get the other way to work. Forgive me. Forgive me. Okay, so now I'm going to draw her head. The only thing I really changed here, as far as the expression is concerned, is I kind of opened this upper corner of the mouth up just a little bit because it kind of looks like her upper lip is sort of like hanging down. So I just opened that up a teensy-rooney. I'm gonna go. Whoa, not that far back. Also, I really like this hat. When I did this as a commission, I had trouble with the hat. I had never drawn like a floppy hat before. I'm not sure what these hats are called, but floppy hat. It's pretty much the full technical name of it. There we go. And then, so now I kind of have to move the head. And the reason I had to move the head was it just wasn't, it's still not quite sitting where it needs to be. Somewhere in this ballpark I think would be good because the neck is coming down right here and you can see the little bit of the neck I had drawn originally. Though this shoulder here, it's not overlapping correctly. I just know it isn't. But I gave it my all. I sound so defeated. I think it turned out okay. I really do. I just, if I had more time to spend on this, I could really probably give it a thorough going over and stuff, but I actually have to do some work today. Some non-Redline Tuesday work. But I would definitely recommend this for the shoulder. I would recommend her to be reaching behind. And I would show, I don't know. Oh, you know what you could do also? You could show like an arrow in the foreground that she's already fired, like that. To show that like she's in the middle of her action, you know, of grabbing an arrow out of, like off of her quiver or wherever she keeps them. Trying to make this wider, but it's lagging a little bit, so I can't get quite as smooth. There. And the one last thing I would recommend is in the original, there is lightning. And, I can press that layer. Damn, I'm stupid. Well, what I was going to recommend was also having the lightning, like, coming around to show the action more. Sorry, trying to make the bow look twangy, like it just got done. So one thing I noticed was that with your lightning, you kind of had just like all the same thickness for the most part. At least I'm assuming this is supposed to be like lightning or something of that effect. I would recommend just changing up the thickness of it just by sort of alternating pressure on your pen. And then just put a little glow around it. I don't know what color, like I think yeah, like a blue, like an electric blue. So that should help with the action and motion. I'm sorry, like I really went through and kind of changed it quite a bit. I think that's a little more powerful looking to me. Let me get a little closer. Okay, not that close. A little too close. I don't know, you guys might not agree with me, but I feel like she looks a little more like her, you know, like she's got some business to take care of. Y'all better step back. Yeah. Okay, now I'm just messing around. Let's do outer glow. Outer glow! It's the best part. Yeah, outer glow forever. Yeah. I just like that. Anyway, I hope that kind of helps, though I did change it a lot and I feel really guilty. But, yeah, so keep sending your Redline Tuesdays to Emmy.Bender at IntroducingEmy.com, and I'll see you guys later. Okay, bye.